Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be covering 1976 in my giant 50 years of horror marathon I'm doing. I This year actually there was a lot to choose from for 76. I didn't have everything I wanted to cover in my first run through, so I just had to take 5 that I do have and watch them and work with what I got for now. If, like I said, that if I make it all the way to the end and I start over at the beginning and decide to do another 5 for each year, I will just buy some titles, fill out each year. But yeah, let's jump right into it here. These are all nice and fresh on my mind because I watched them all. This first one here, this one's from Scorpion releasing. This is called Grizzly. Killer Bear movie. Pretty good one. I actually didn't know what to expect from this. I thought it was going to be like just a man in a suit. And in some spots it is. But then they also film a bear doing wild shit. Christopher George. It's funny, 18 feet of gut crunching man eating terror. This bear is not 18 feet tall. It is pretty big though, the bear they're working with. Basically, it's just your typical killer bear movie. This bear's just wreaking fucking havoc. There's some pretty cool moments throughout it, like at one point there's a guy in like a like those forest fire watchtowers that rangers stand in. There's a guy hiding in one of those, and the bear actually slowly takes the whole tower down. Some cool shit like that. Has an amazing ending, I have to say that. I absolutely love the ending. But yeah, this is just like another Jaws exploitation. After Jaws, I had a lot of animal movies actually. Like I've already watched 5 movies per year, and I'm already into the mid 80s. And there's quite a few animal, like creature features. Not creature features, like animal horror, nature horror coming up. I didn't realize just how many there actually is. And I don't even have nearly close to all of them. But yeah, this is from Scorpion releasing. Don't think it has slip covers, no. It does have reversible though. I didn't know that. It also comes with that version right there, which is pretty cool too. I actually like the older stuff better. The actual look of the bear. Sorry if I'm choked up today. I got a bit of a cold. Midsummer cold for some reason. Stupid. But it is what it is. I don't like the way that it sits on the spine. Sorry. Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna have to use this side. The other side, the spine doesn't really line up properly with when you close it, half the word is off of it. But yeah, I don't need to read a synopsis on this one. It's a giant grizzly bear, and it's killing the shit out of people. And a bunch of people get together and they're trying to hunt it down and take down this bear because it's got a taste for human flesh basically, and it's just on a rampage. It won't eat anything except humans. And there's quite a few kills. This one actually shocked me. I think I gave it like a 2.5 on Letterboxd. Just because although I love nature horror, it isn't like scary. It isn't like, it doesn't do anything different. It's just a bear killing people in some cool, unique ways. Acting is mediocre. Like it's not a phenomenal movie or nothing, but it was just way better than I was expecting. I thought it was just gonna be other shit, and I didn't even actually realize I had this one, which was cool. I was just looking through all the horror movies that came out in '75 before I did, or '76 before I did the year, and I just seen this one, Grizzly. I was like, ooh, that might be cool. So I did a quick peek through my collection. I actually had it. I was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, pretty solid. This one, definitely add it to your collection. That's what this is, actually. Everything I show is just me showing you shit that I think you should add to your collection for each year. Next up here, this is from Synapse Films. This is Creature from Black Lake. This is kind of another animal horror. Not really, but it is. It's Bigfoot. This is a Bigfoot movie. Just comes with the Synapse Films booklet that shows you all the releases. This is only Blu-ray, even though it's in the black case. This one I gave a 3 to. This one shocked the shit out of me as well. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I haven't seen a lot of good Bigfoot movies in my life. Like, there's a few, but only a couple stand out. And I would say that this is a Bigfoot movie that you should definitely have in your collection. If I had to make a list of the greatest Bigfoot movies I've ever seen, this would be in the top 5 for me, because there isn't a whole lot, but it would be in the top 5 for sure. Pretty cool. They're basically these two guys that want to prove Bigfoot's real. Go to I'll give you a synopsis on this one, if I can read without choking up from the stupid cold. It says, there's a hairy humanoid beast lurking in the Louisiana swamps, but only trapper Joe Canton has seen it and lived to tell the tale. And the other residents of Oil City, Louisiana don't talk about it. But that's not about to stop intrepid grad students Pahu and Ribes, who are determined to track down the Bigfoot-like creature. Defying local sheriff Billy Carter, the duo trek deep into the wilds of Black Lake, and a series of frightening encounters make it clear that the monster is no mere legend. Yeah, it is exactly what it says it is. Just two dudes venture in to try and prove Bigfoot's real. They get there. They hear some stories from some of the locals, the Louisiana locals, and basically everyone's just terrified to even talk about this thing. And it appears multiple times in the movie. This isn't one of those Bigfoot movies where you get to see the monster once at the end. No, it's in the movie throughout, from front to back. It makes tons of appearances. Pretty cool design on it. It's obviously a guy in a suit, but when it does appear, it's creepy. Like it's a beast. It's not like your friendly Bigfoot. It's an actual beast. So yeah, if you're looking to in the mood for some Bigfoot action, this is definitely one to give a check out to. It's from Synapse as well. I don't know if I've been showing the backs of these, but I don't even know if my camera focuses on them, so I feel like it's kind of pointless for me to even continue showing the backs until I upgrade my camera, because it just can't seem to focus in on anything. But yeah, that's my number 4. Next up here at number 3, this is from Arrow Video. This is a classic. A lot of people have probably seen this. This is Alice, Sweet Alice. Pretty cool slasher movie here. I'll try to show the back. Don't know if it will matter, but I tried. Sorry if it doesn't. Yeah, so this one is a really cool slasher movie. It's religious slasher. Yeah, very young Brooke Shields is killed in the early goings of the movie, and it looks like her weird sister did it, basically. I'll give you a quick rundown here. It says, on the day of her first communion, young Karen, played by Brooke Shields, is savagely murdered by an unknown assailant in a yellow rain mac and creepy translucent mask. But the nightmare is far from over, as the knife-wielding maniac strikes again and again. Karen's bereavement parents are forced to, bereaved parents, are forced to confront the possibility that Karen's wayward sister Alice might be the one behind the mask. Bearing influences from the likes of Hitchcock, the then booming Italian giallo film, and more specifically, Nicholas Roeg's Don't Look Now, Alice, Sweet Alice is an absolute essential, if often overlooked, entry in the canon of 1970s American horror. I would agree with that. 100%. This one is an absolute must-have in your collection. It's got good kills, good creepy kills. The mask is really creepy. It's got a solid storyline that keeps you well invested front to back. I was like sucked right in from beginning to end. All the performances, especially from the young girl here. What's her name? It doesn't give her name on the back. I don't know who plays Alice, but she does an excellent job. And it also delivers like a cool whodunit storyline. Lots of creepiness, like just uncomfortable moments. It does have reversible art here, if I can show you that. Yeah, there's the other side. Sorry. Go like that. Yeah. And then you got the stuff I already showed you. I like the yellow. I do like the look on that one, but I like the yellow on this one. So I'll keep that. But yeah, this is absolute must-have. This is more like a 3.5, maybe even a 4 from me. Really cool movie. Must-have slasher. Next up here at number 2, I have the absolute classic, and I only have just the regular old Blu-ray of this. I never upgraded to the 4K. This is Carrie. The absolute classic here. Probably don't need to speak much about this. Directed by Brian De Palma. Sissy Spacek playing the legendary character. Now, this is a movie that I don't love it as much as other people do. I gave this a 4. And I'll tell you why. I hadn't seen it in a while. And I remembered the ending being longer and gorier than it is in this. I don't know if this is like an unrated version or something. Nope. It doesn't say anything anywhere. But it just didn't seem as impactful as I remembered. Like, I just remembered it being like super brutal at the end when she unleashes her telekinesis abilities. But yeah, it just tells a story of a young girl whose mother basically isn't doing a good job, and she's getting picked on and bullied at school, and then a girl does a good deed and asks her boyfriend to ask her to the prom because she feels terrible for her, and her boyfriend's like, yes, I'll do it, and they're actually nice. There's only actually two people in this movie that are bad guys, and it's John Travolta and what's that girl's name? Oh man, I cannot remember her name. It's the girl, Nancy Allen. John Travolta and Nancy Allen from like RoboCop and no, you know, Nancy Allen. She's in lots. Um they're really the only two bad guys, and everybody else pays the price. And it's a really, like, I still love this movie. It's a 4. It used to be more like a 4.5. It's never been a 5 for me. It's never been perfect. The one thing I do find weird is that, I know it's an old movie, so they do this a lot, but it's all supposed to be like high school students, right? And there's a lot of nudity. So they're trying to tell you these girls are like 16, but they're all naked for some reason. But it is what it is, whatever. You know they're not actually that age. So it is kind of uncomfortable in a few moments. Actually, uncomfortable is an understatement. The whole movie's uncomfortable. It's just a dirty, like, uncomfortable ass movie. And that's what makes it so good. Great Stephen King adaptation. Absolute. This is a must-have, and I know Scream Factory has put out a pretty beautiful 4K steelbook of it that I was going to upgrade to, and I didn't have the money when it came out. And then now it's sold out here in Canada, so if I want to get it now, it costs like $30-$40 more than it did. And I'm not willing to pay like $90 or $100 for an upgrade from Blu-ray to 4K. Sorry, like I said, I got a bit of a cold. Super dry tonight. Winded a bit from being congested. Just brutal. Be happy to see this go. But yeah, Carrie. And then my number 1 of 76 for this episode is from my Omen collection here. I've showed this off before on the channel. I imagine a lot of collectors probably have this box set from Scream Factory here. But this is the Omen 1, the original. This box set's an absolute must-have. Anybody who hasn't checked out the Omen movies needs to give the whole series a good watch. I really like religious horror. And these are like cream of the crop for this genre. Sorry. Gregory Peck, phenomenal. All the acting is perfect in this movie. I don't need to go deep on the story. Everyone knows what the Omen is. It's the Antichrist. And for anybody that doesn't know the storyline at all, I'll give a tiny synopsis. Like, Gregory Peck give his baby dies, I'll say. I'm trying not to spoil too much. And he swaps it out for another baby, someone else's baby, at the hospital at the beginning. And it ends up being Damien. It's as much as I'll give on that part of the story. And that story goes deeper. And basically, just horrendous things keep happening around Damien. And they can't figure out why. There's excellent death scenes in this movie. Just like really well done. Like it's a really well made classic horror movie. Like it just, when you're watching, you can just feel the work, thought, and effort that went into it, which I just appreciate. I love just a solid, like, well-made horror movie once in a while. I do cheese, 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 and then super quality, and then cheese, cheese, cheese. Just amazing. This might end up holding first place for me for 1976. If I did like an overall ranking, I think the original Omen. This is a 4.5 to a 5 for me. I love the storyline. I love everything about it. The frickin' church music is just awesome in it. The like demonic score. Just love it. Can't recommend The Omen enough. And obviously buy this box set. Like the remake, I won't even get into the other ones. We'll just keep it for the year I'm doing. Fuck it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this episode short because I just got a cold. I'm having a hard time, like, thinking, to be honest. I need to go close my eyes for a bit. But yeah, this is my 1976 showcase of all titles that I think every collector needs to have in their collection. And there's lots more for each of these years I'm doing. I'm just keeping it to 5. That way I can make it to the end, right? I didn't want to, like, it would have been fun to do everything I own for each year, but it would also take me longer to get each video out because it'd be way more movies to watch. So, and I like to, like, I'm rewatching every single one of them as I go, even the ones I've seen multiple times, like The Omen. I've seen it so many times, but I rewatched it again. Just to have them all, like, nice and fresh on my mind, and it also gives me an excuse to just rewatch all the frickin' good old classics again. But yeah, I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to get 3 episodes up this week. And then later in the week on Friday, I'm going to be on with Brennan and Sam from Our Life in Horror. Looking forward to that. They decided to, like, collaborate with me, basically, and every couple of weeks or so, we do a horror hangout, they call it. And it's just the 3 of us, and then they usually invite on another guest. If not, it'll just be the 3 of us. And we just talk about all the horror news and everything coming soon and everything we've been watching, and just shoot the shit for an hour or so and talk some horror. I look forward to it every freaking time. Can't wait again. So yeah, tune in this Friday for that. That'll be fun. And I will see you in a couple days. I might even get a video up tomorrow night. I don't know. But I'll see you in a couple days with 1977. Thank you.